Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to make another game whose name is Snake Boot Game. Like we all have played such kind of game in our phones also, where there's a snake and we move it with the help of our arrow keys or something like that, and the size of snake keeps on increasing. So let's start. First, we are going to create a backdrop. We click on the background option. Let's say we select this blue sky. Now what we are going to do, we are going to go this backdrop option. You will see there are two costumes or two backdrops, sorry, yes. So delete this backdrop and you will see we are having a backdrop of this. Now what you'll do, in the fill option you'll choose any color, like I have chosen this blue color, and in the outline, that is the border of the wall, it should be in black in color of some size. Then with this we are going to make a rectangle like this. Yes, see, so this is how we have made our background. Now we will make a variable, like we need to keep track of our score. For that we will go to the variable option and we select on make a variable, and we can name it as score. And yes, next what we are going to do, we are going to make our snake. So how we will be able to do that? Okay, so what we are going to do, we click on the sprite option, we click on the sprite. Okay, just a minute. Yes, we click on the sprite option and you will see, first we are going to select the food for the snake, let's say an apple, and then we are going to make the snake with the help of balls. So we select the ball. So yes, what we are going to do, for the ball sprite, we are going to click on the costumes and you will see there are different color. So we are going to remove everything and we want only same colors. So one is going to be the head of the snake and the other is going to be the tail of the snake. So for the head of the snake, what we are going to do, we are going to make the eyes. How? With the help of a paintbrush, and we can select the color as black. Okay, we can reduce it bit like this. All right, and we can also make a line like yes, and we can make this line of some color also like blue. Okay, not this. We need to, no, this one. So we are going to click on this line and we are going to reduce this first. We are going to keep it as 1. Alright, so this is how we have made the head of the snake, and the next is going to be the tail of the snake. So we are ready to make a game. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write the code. So when green flag is clicked, we want that, yes, for apple. First we are going to write the code for apple. We click on the event option, click on the when green flag is clicked, and we want that the apple should go at any position. Okay, so if you remember in the previous videos, I have already told you about the random position. Like instead of going to a fixed place, we can also make a sprite to go at any random position. So similarly, we are going to use it here. We go on the motion block and you will see the first the go to statement, and we use this. Then what we are going to do, instead of numbers, instead of giving a fixed position, we are going to give any random. So when you go on the operators option, you will see pick random 1 to 10. So we click on this and insert it, one at X position and other at Y position. And we can change the value also, like X position is going to start from this, that is minus 200. So we can write it as minus 200 to 200. Similarly, for Y also it is 1 minus 142 and the upper part is 150. So we can write it as minus 150 to plus 150. And if you notice, as of now the size of the apple is also quite big. So we are going to reduce its size. We'll select yes, in the looks option you will have an option set size to 100%. So we click on this, insert it here, and we are going to reduce its size. Now we want that if our apple is touching the snake, what should happen? That's we are going to write the code for. So we are going to need a conditional statement if. Click on this, insert it here. Then in the slot, in this empty slot, we are going to insert if it is touching the snake. So where can we find that block? In the sensing part. Here you will see that there is an option of touching mouse pointer. Instead of mouse pointer, you can change it to ball. That is our snake. Alright. So first we can do that, like instead of ball, we can change the name it as snake. Okay, so now it will be easier. If it is touching mouse pointer, we can change it to touching snake. So we are going to click on this and insert it here. Now if our apple is touching the snake, what should happen? Our score should increase. So for that we are going to click on the variable option and we are going to select this change my variable. Instead of my variable, we can select score. We select click change score by how much? 0.5 or whatever points you want. And after that, what should happen? Again, the apple should disappear from that place and it should go to any other random position. So for this, what we are going to do, we are going to duplicate this block. Okay, we are going to place it here. So the same block we are going to place it here also, and this process should keep on repeating again and again. So for that we are going to use a loop statement, a loop block that is forever, like this. So let's check this much part of our code now. We click on the green flag, see. So as you can see, the apple is appearing at any random position, and if it is touching the snake, the score is increasing and the apple is now going to any other random position. So this is how we are going to do that. And in the very initial step, we want that our score should start from, let's say, 0. So for that, first we need an event block. When green flag click, and we want to start set our score as 0. So now whenever we click on the green flag, or whenever we start the game, our score will start from 0. Now we are going to write the code for our snake. We click on this. The very first thing, first we need to specify the position from where, like the moment we press the game start, the snake should start from a position, let's say the center of the stage. So for that we go to the event block, we click on when green flag is clicked. Then we want that our snake should reach to the center of the stage. For that we are going to click on motion block, and there we are having the go to block. Click on this, place it here. Instead of this we are going to write it as x0 and y0. Also, if you can see, as of now the size of the snake is quite big, so we can change the size also. How we can change the size? In the looks option, we are having a block of set size to 100%. We can reduce it to anything like 40%. Alright, so this is how we are going to start our game. Now what should happen? We are going to write the code for the movement of our snake. That is, if we press up arrow key, it should move up. If we press down arrow key, it should move down. If we press left or right arrow key, it should move in left or right direction respectively. So for this we are going to write another code. First we'll select an event when green flag is clicked. Then we are having the condition, like if up arrow is pressed, if down arrow key is pressed. So for that we're going to use if statements. If, and when up arrow key is pressed, where can we find that option? In the sensing block. Yes, key space is pressed. Instead of space you can change it to up arrow. Insert it here. Then what we are going to do, if we press the up arrow key, the snake should look at up. So here only we are having an option. Okay, in, yes, just okay. So in order to snake to move toward upside, first it should face towards up. So in the motion block, you will have an option of point towards mouse pointer. Okay. um, and just above that there is an option of point in direction 90. So we click on this and bring it here. Now as you can see, the snake is looking towards right, that is right, and the direction is 90. If we keep the direction as 0, let's say if we keep the direction as 0, then the snake is looking at upside. So when up arrow key is pressed, it should point in direction 0. Similarly, we are going to write the code for down arrow key. So we left click on this and duplicate this. On the up arrow, instead of up arrow, change it to down arrow and see. Now what should happen? We want that our snake should look at down. Let's say yes, 180. Okay, so we can write it as 180. Now up and down done. Similarly for left and right also. So we'll duplicate it again 2 times. Up down done. Now right arrow. In right arrow we want 90 degrees, and here we want minus 90 degrees. Alright. Now whenever we are going to press the up arrow key, and it is going to move in the same direction. Similarly for down arrow, right and left arrow also. Now what we are going to do, we are going to start our game, and the snake should start moving, right? So yes. Okay, here like we need to repeat this process again and again. So for that we are going to place it in a forever loop. Now what should happen next? Now we are going to write the next set of code. That is, we are going to if you remember, like the moment snake keeps on eating the apple, its size increases. So what we are going to do here, we are going to make the copy of the same snake. Like as of now it is only one ball, and next time it becomes two ball, then three, then four. This is how the snake will look like it is growing. So for that we are having an option of clone. So yes. Okay, so here in the control option we are having an option of when I start as a clone. We are going to use this, and we are going to do what? We are going to wait for uh, some time. Okay, so for that we have a wait block. Click on this. Instead of 1, we are going to insert our variable, the score. Click on this. And why we are doing this? Because we want that the snake should move according to the score, or yes. And after this, like after this much time, it should delete also. So again we'll go to the control option. We are having this option of delete this clone. So uh, and in the very first thing, where we are set our score to 0, instead of 0 we can keep it as 0.5, so that we can able to start our game. So now let's check this much part of our code. We click on the green flag and see, when I'm pressing the arrow keys like this, and the apple is also there. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make move our snake. For this, first we are going to select an event, that is when green flag is clicked. Then we are going to switch the costume. Like if you remember, we have made two costumes for a snake. One is head, one is tail. So we are going to switch costume to second. Then what we are going to do, we are going to create a copy of that, the same thing. So we are having in the control block, we are having an option of create clone of myself. Then after that it should again switch the costume, switch costume to like ball A2 is for tail and ball A is for head. Then it should wait for some time. So for that we are having the wait block, as in it says 0.1 seconds, and it should move 10 seconds. Move 10, like it will keep on moving here and there, only we need to specify the direction. So for that we are having this motion statement. Here you are, the very first thing is move 10 steps, and we want that this process should keep on repeating again and again. So for that we are going to use forever. Okay, so let's check our code by clicking on the green flag. See, as I'm pressing the up and left arrow key, right arrow key, it is moving. Okay, let's check this again. See, now whenever it eats the apple, then the score increases, and when the score increases, the length of the snake is also increasing. So this is what happening. This is why we have written that code, like wait score seconds and creating a clone. All right, like this one, to wait score seconds. This is for this only, and yes. Now you'll see that as of now we haven't made anything, or we haven't give any written any code to stop the game. Like what should happen if it touches itself, or if it touches the border. So for that we are going to write our next code. Yes. So in order to stop the snake, we are going to first need a event, like when green flag is clicked. And what we are going to write now is, if this, yes, this one is, if this color, this snake, if it is touching the black line, so the game should stop. So for that we are having an option. First of all, if statement, click on this and bring it here. Now in this empty slot we are going to enter this, we go to the sensing statement, and if it is this touching, instead of touching, if color is touching this words, we are having another option like this. So we are going to use this now. And in color, what we can choose, we are going to choose the color of the snake. So if you can't find the color of the snake, we can also do it like this. If the snake is touching the black color, this much, then the game should stop. So here in the control option, stop all, we are going to place it here. Similarly, why we have copied it? So in the another part, if we are saying that if it is touching, like in the games, that if the snake touches itself or if the snake eats itself, then also the game should stop. So if you remember, in the costume option, there is a thick line of black color line also, right? So what we are going to do, in color we are going to select it as black, and if it touches, what it touches, if it touches this, then also it should stop. And we want to repeat this process every time. For that we are having the forever loop. We insert one loop here and insert another one here. So let's check our code now. We click on the green flag. See, the moment snake touches the border, the game stops. Similarly, okay, so this is all about our snake eating game. Use the same code in your project also and try this game, making this game by yourself, or you can do some modification according to you. Okay, that's it. Thank you.